Anne Bartlett for today's video, and today I'm going to be talking about doing more personal development. Now, for those that don't know what personal development is, it's about working on yourself, about working on the 6 inches between your ears and becoming a better you. So why is it important to work on yourself? Well, that's where success comes from. Success doesn't come from out there. Success comes from in here. So for you to actually create success in whatever you're wanting to do in life, you need to get this bit right first so that you're in the right frame of mind to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. So, I've been on the personal development journey, I'd say now for about 8.5, 9 years. And it's been life-changing for me, like in every single aspect. It's changed my way I think about food. It's changed my way I think about fitness, relationships, finances. Everything in my life has completely changed since I actually worked on me. Since I've become a better person, then the things around me, the people around me have become better as well. So you can't work on yourself and have it not rub off on your friends and family. So I would say just, pick something small to start with. So for me, I watched what's called The Secret. It's a video called The Secret. There's also a book, etc. I think you can watch most of it online nowadays, so just Google The Secret. I started with that, and that was just changing the way I thought about things. It was talking about, law of attraction and what we think is what we create, all that kind of stuff. So that just got me kind of working in the right direction, and I suppose noticing what I was focused on and what I was thinking about all day long. And I say this to my children all the time. If you're thinking that's too hard, and if you're thinking that's going to happen, then guess what? It probably will, because you're so fixated on that actual result that that's typically what's going to happen, right? So, really be careful as to what you're thinking, because if you're focusing on the wrong thing and you're always worried about what might possibly go wrong, then, you're probably going to attract those things. So definitely working on your mindset with personal development, and you can do that in lots of ways. So one was The Secret. That was one of my tips. Reading books was really important as well. So Think and Grow Rich is a great one that a lot of people know. One I really love from one of my mentors, Carrick Ashley. His book is called How Would Love Respond? So definitely check that one out as well. Obviously Anthony Robbins, he's a big guru in personal development. Brian Tracy, he's got some great audio books out. There's one that I read, it's called something like The Mindset of a Millionaires or something like that. Can't remember exactly. But, there's some great personal development people out there, Jim Rohn. So read as much as you can, take in as much of that as you can, and have a daily practice, So gratitude is a big part of that as well. So make sure, you're doing your gratitude every day, and it may be all throughout your day. Think of the things that you're grateful for rather than the things that you're not happy about that aren't happening and working in the right, way. You need to be grateful. Okay, well, this isn't going how I want, but I'm so grateful for that over here. It really just changes your vibration, and it changes just everything in your life. So the more grateful you are, the more things you're going to be, have in your life to be grateful for, and the more things you're going to attract. So some of you might be thinking, oh, well, this sounds like all hard work. Well, it's not. It's just about, shifting your mindset and shifting the way you think about things. You're thinking anyway, right? So you may as well be thinking about the right things in the right way and attracting the right things into your life. One other little tip I'll give you is when I first started on the journey, yes, I started watching The Secret. Another thing I started doing too was our program. We sell personal development programs. So if you wanted to talk about that, feel free to private message me. But one of the key elements in there was all different exercises, but the one that stood out the most for me was counting my wins. So I'd have a little notebook with me each day, and my goal each day was to have 10 wins that I could write down. Because prior to doing this, I noticed that at the end of each day, all I would remember was the negative things and all the bad things that had happened and how crap my day was And by the end of the day, I was just cranky, angry, and just thought, oh, this was the worst day ever, right? But there was actually a lot of really good things going on in my day, but I just let the negative things overtake them. So by doing this exercise of counting the wins, it shifted the focus from the negative things and the things that I didn't want happening and having a crappy day at the end of the day, to shifting the focus to the positive things, the things I was happy for and grateful for. And it totally changed my life. So I would say make a goal, even if you want to start with 5, but have 5 or 10 or 15 wins that you write down each day. Now, don't write them down at the end of the day, because you're more than likely to forget them by then if you've had lots of bad things happen for the day. So keep a notebook with you, or even use your iPhone little notes, and write them down as they happen. And it could be anything, even if it's tiny. It might be that, a lead called you back for your business. Or it might be that, you got green lights all the way to your appointment. Or it might be that, you got a $20 win on the lotto, or whatever it is. Anything that gives you a smile, that you think, that's awesome, that's great, write it down as a win. And you'll notice once you start doing this that you're going to be sitting there thinking all day long, what can I write on my win list? What can I write on my win list? So you're actually then focused on all of the wins and all the great things that are happening in your life. And then you find that the negative things kind of slip away, and then you don't have as many of them anymore. And you're not focused on them, you're not thinking about them. So at the end of the day, you're like, wow, that was a really great day. And look at these 15 wins that I've written down, right? So really powerful. And I really recommend that anyone that feels like I was feeling with the crappy day at the end of, everything that's happened, shift the focus. Shift the focus to celebrating the wins. Just have fun with it. It's really, really powerful. So definitely a tip. So listen to audiobooks, read books, watch The Secret, absolutely. Write down, celebrate your wins. And I would say every day, just think of something new that you can do that's going to make you happy. Something that's going to make you feel grateful. Even if it's, a random act of kindness, that kind of stuff can totally change your life and somebody else's life. Do something for somebody else that's going to put a smile on their face. And just watch how much that ripple effect is going to flow off into your life in all different areas. And you know what? You start doing that for others, you're going to start getting that back tenfold as well. So, personal development is powerful. If you can really just work on yourself and become a better you, everything in your life is going to get better, including the people that you hang around. So have fun with that, guys. I'd love to hear your comments and any experiences you've had with any of those things. And go out and have an amazing day. Bye for now.